I'm going to attempt to write 10,000 words over the weekend, but here's the catch. I'm a mom. We've totally got this. First things first, I need to be prepared so I can optimize nap time and bedtime without neglecting to eat or take care of my family. Schedule and word count. I'm gonna aim for around 3,000 words per day. And then on top of that, basic necessities for survival. I got a few terrible snacks and Cliff Bars to keep myself going. I need to walk every day. And most importantly, I need to stay hydrated. Jumping in here as I'm editing to say that all of my Canon footage is blurry because I accidentally pressed manual focus instead of autofocus. So we make mistakes, we hopefully learn from them. All right, the child is napping. I'm gonna start writing. I'm not gonna waste any time. It is 12:20. I've probably got about 2 hours maybe. I made myself a protein smoothie. I ordered Akatar 6. Feeling good, vibes are high. I already plotted this next chapter pretty thoroughly, so I can just jump right in. All right, it's been an hour. I need to take a little break before continuing with the next sprint. I also just had like one of the craziest ideas for the story, but I don't know if it's too far. I don't know if it's one of those things that when someone reads it, they're gonna be angry if it's true. But maybe I don't care if people are angry. I think I'm gonna do it. All right, I've got Cheetos. Break is over. It's 1:34. I'm gonna keep writing. I just realized my really crazy idea kind of creates a plot hole. So I need to figure that out. We've reached 1,070 words. I think that's a good place to pause. It's 2:30. I'm gonna have lunch and probably finish writing the rest tonight. We're gonna go for a little walk to get some fresh air, and we're gonna go buy some bread because I don't have time to make any today. Guys, it's 7:30. The little one has gone down for the night, so I'm probably gonna write until 8:30 and take a break and kind of get ready for bed and then come back in and finish writing for the night. I'm already really tired, so I think I'm just going to get a last little snack, something to keep me awake for like an hour, and then I'm gonna try to go to bed by 10 o'clock, and I'd honestly rather start writing earlier than staying up later. At almost 2,000 words today, and I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I also just did a little bit more plotting, and that took probably 45 minutes, so that was important to set me up for success tomorrow. I know this is like light work for some people, but this is a lot for me in one day. Good morning. I tried to get up before she was up so that I could write more, but she heard me, so now we're both up. I just checked, and there is a writing live stream this morning at 9 a.m. So I'm actually gonna hop on that and see how she does with me sitting here writing. I might have to bow out like halfway through. thought it was gonna be gloomy all day, and now it's like too bright. I'm blinded. That was such a good sprint. I'm always surprised that the transition scenes are the hardest to write, but when I have like an actual pivotal moment or crucial scene, those come out of me so quickly. But the transition between the story beats, I stall on those for so long. So thankfully last night I got through that hard stalling transition scene, and then this morning I was able to jump into more crucial plot development. I'm so much more focused and creative in the mornings. I know that's not how most creatives work, but that first 25-minute sprint, I just pumped out almost 400 words really easily, flowed naturally. I think it was some of my best writing of the week. My daughter is still playing happily, so I think I'm gonna keep writing because she's reading. That's my daughter. I'm just gonna play with my daughter now and then keep writing when she goes down for a nap. I just had a quick shower. It's so gorgeous outside. All of my windows are open for the first time this year. I've really got a lot to write, so I'm gonna get cracking. I'm really tired, but I'm gonna try and push for 20 more minutes. It's 9:40 now, so I'm gonna turn the computer off at 10. It's daylight savings tomorrow, so I don't know, guys. It's 10:15. I only wrote like 100 more words. I'm just tired. It's okay. Good morning. I still have somewhere upwards of 5,000 words to write, which does sound vaguely impossible. And my husband isn't home first half of the day, so it sounds even more impossible. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna write my little fingies off. I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like a drowned rat. I do think this next chapter is gonna be very fun to write because it's kind of our first solo interaction between the love interest and the main character. Before I write today, I want to build this little utility cart that I bought to hold various supplies. I can get rid of that ugly one. Realized I haven't plotted out this next chapter at all.
And you hate it, huh?
I definitely need to. So I've made a grave error in my planning. How I structure and plot my story I think is very effective because I have the story beats all written out from Act 1 to Act 2 to Act 3. Okay, husband's back. For example, my story beats are written out pretty vaguely, but I know where they begin and where they have to end up. So story beat A, for example, so-and-so is captured. Story beat B, so-and-so is interrogated. Story beat C, so-and-so escapes. So I know step by step what has to happen in order to reach the final conflict and resolution. And then I leave the actual plotting and interpretation of each story beat to the day of, the moment of, because I want to be surprised by the characters. I want to see where they take me. I don't want to have everything already written out and know every conversation and occurrence. It takes the joy out of it for me. So this has worked really well. It's kept things creative and exciting, and I'm still like surprised by where my own story goes. Twists can show up because everything hasn't been meticulously planned. There's room for surprises, but I'm in Act 2 right now, and there's a gap between story beat A and story beat B that is pretty big, and I didn't plot it out before this weekend, and so I just spent an hour and a half trying to figure out how we actually get story beat in a believable, enticing way. So that was my bad, but the husband is home. I need to rack up 4,000 or 5,000 words somehow. But I'm gonna take a break right now, have some lunch with my family, and then go for a little walk because it's a beautiful day. I hate being cooped up inside, and I think it'll spark some new ideas. Time is running out. 6 o'clock. We are not anywhere near 10,000 words. Nothing helps me write more than staticky rain sounds. Alright, baby's in bed. It's down to the final stretch. I had to change into comfy clothes because I think I'm going to be here all night. It's 10:38:39. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not sure I'm going to make it, but I believe in myself. I think I just raised my desk to standing because I'm getting tired and I think I'll be able to focus better. It's 12:16 a.m. and as much as I would like to stay up all night writing, I do have a child. And that child will be up early, so I will be up early. We'll chat tomorrow. Good morning. I bet you didn't realize this was a long weekend. It's National Writers Finish Your YouTube Challenges Monday. So no, I didn't quite write 10,000 words over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I did almost reach 9,000. So come hell or high water, I will reach 10K today. I think that's pretty darn good. Did I fail? Technically, yes. But did I also succeed? I think so. I think I'm at my final sprint. I'm just making a smoothie and then I'm going to write the last 600 words. I think writing 10,000 words over the weekend or even over the span of 48 hours if you don't have any other responsibilities is completely plausible. Also, if you're not as slow of a writer as I am. So I think this is something I will attempt again at some point when I have more help available. I'm sure as I get closer to finishing the story, I know myself, I'm gonna want to buckle down and finish it over the span of a few days. Why do masterclass ads always make me cry? Am I the only one? Last sprint. 10,000 words in a little over a weekend. I'm really proud of myself. First challenge, I'm still gonna count it as a success. Till next time.